Obsidia weapons are officially here, and you can go ahead and get your hands on the brand new 7-star weapon inside a PSO2 New Genesis. And today we're going to discuss if this is actually a weapon for me, and is it technically the new meta, and did Sega honestly just make Kaizaar pointless? We're going to discuss all of that, but before we hop into it, let's go ahead and give you guys a welcome back to your #1 top for PSO2 New Genesis gameplay, how-tos, and all that jazz. And with that, let's go ahead, give some giant thank you to everybody that is supporting over on Patreon and subscribing over on Twitch. We will have more information about that in a bit, but for now, let's go ahead, let's get into this, and let's talk about everything you need to know about the Obsidian weapons. So to start off, we're going to be getting the information from Obsidia, which I highly recommend for any of you PSO2 or New Genesis players, since this is a fantastic wiki page that keeps track of pretty much everything related to the game. I will have links in the description so you guys can check this out if you want. But let's go ahead and discuss the weapons. So to start off with the Obsidia weapons, we are going to be looking at the Katana Hill, because I know a lot of you love being a Blazer, and it honestly doesn't matter because the stats are the same across the board, no matter what weapon you are picking, from sword to gun to dagger, doesn't matter, all the same stat for the weapon series. And also the weapon series is a 7-star, so this is up there in the same camp of Kaizaar and Rugged weapon. But for the stats itself, to start off, we got ourselves a base damage output of 488, with, of course, it capping out at 674 damage at max. So that will be at plus 60 before augmenting, since, throwing augment can adjust the stats a little bit here and there. So that is just before. And when it comes to is a potential stat, we do got a 12% to potency. We have 10% to critical damage, 20% to damage resistant, and of course a natural PP recovery speed at plus 30 for 20 seconds after a critical hit. And of course that will be on a 10-second cooldown. So as we upgrade the weapon to materials and X cubes and pretty much the same upgrade path that we have seen for any potential in the past, of course it will bump up mainly only in potency heal, with level 2 being 14, level 3 17, level 4 18%. And as of now, for a core unlocking potential level 5 is not available at the moment, only not information wise anyway for this. And of course all the other potential stay the same, so once again only potency goes up. So that is what we are looking at for the weapon as is. But let's go ahead and jump into how this actually appeals to some other weapon in the game, such as the Rugged and Kaizaar. And if we go ahead and give that a look, we will go ahead and see the weapon is actually really good, since as of now this is more powerful than our Kaizaar. Our Kaizaar weapon is going to, of course, start off at a 485 and cap out at a 671 if we are talking just pure base stats here. And as you can see, that is way more distant than the bell minimum of 488 and capping at 674 for the new weapon. So by default, the weapons are already way better than, of course, Kaizaar. Oh, I shouldn't say way better. It at least have 3 points of extra damage, which can go a long way depending on how you are looking at this. Is that a lot? Is it a little bit better? Is it what they have for? To be honest, that wide, depending on how your RNG is for the drops, and also not counting as we get more and more updates that fall throughout October into how the drop rate going to operate at fall, where we can get the weapons outside of link 4 and retain. We will see if it honestly will become easier just to get this than doing the Kaizaar grind. Once again, I still recommend getting a Kaizaar if you're able to, just to future-proof yourself, just in case Sega down the line decide to do what they did in Zig Shop and require you to trade in your Kaizaar for the net weapon that will probably obviously be quote-unquote the main weapon at in-game come December. So I do recommend it, but as far like using, the new weapons are kind of outshining just a bit. But let's go ahead and look at the potential for Kaizaar here. And of course, Kaizaar is starting out at level 1 with potency plus 12, critical rate plus 10, PP consumption minus 10%, PSE blast, gauge charge when attacking plus 20%. And of course, like always, it will go up to potency 4. With, of course, our potency being at 17. So, pretty much at that point, as you can see, we got ourselves 17 and 10. And if we go back and look over here, we, of course, have a potency at 18 and critical at 10 as well. So, it's safe to say, like, the biggest distance here between, of course, using Kaizaar and using Obsidia weapon is going to mainly come down to, of course, PP consumption and proton blast gauge charging factor. If that is more important for you and you don't mind the 3 points of damage output, that kind of the only thing that really separate the two as far as potentials are concerned. So once again, that up to you if you want to trade that off. But if you don't really care about that and you are just straight up looking at pure bait damage, it is better than Kaizaar. But when it comes to Rugged, it's a totally different story. Cause Rugged is still best in slot for New Genesis. And as well, since we are going to be getting easier way to farm Rugged as of now, and once again throughout October, since there was a lot of update coming to weapon drops over October here, is of course it don't beat Rugged. So Rugged is still at the moment the best weapon in the game to Elite December. But with that being said though, Obsidian is technically better than a Kaizaar. So it looked like Sega might have just made Kaizaar let relevant outside of the two potentials. So for me at least, I'm probably going to be switching up to Obsidia weapon as soon as I'm able to get one. But each your own. But if you already got a Rugged in whatever weapon type you are using, you probably got no real reason to switch over. But let's go ahead and give the Rugged a potential look just for anyone that is not aware of what these are. With of course happening with potency plus 18%, PP recovery minus 30% for 20 seconds when consuming 300 PP cooldown. And then of course at level 4 that will go up to a potency at 25%. So as you can see, potency 25% at max. It better than the 18% coming from Obsidian, but at the same time, a critical rate and damage resistance kind of make up for that. So I guess at that point, it could be also a little questionable, but once again, for pure damage output, Rugged is still top of the line. So if you can get your hand on a Obsidia weapon, obviously, probably want to use it, because it is technically better outside of potential. But as of now, that is what's going on with it weapon series. So if you are planning on using it, now you know what you're looking for. And honestly, at that point, I'm at least gonna probably switch over once again if I can ever get a item drop of it, because I have put in over 3,000 hours and I still haven't seen a relic or Rugged in them. Well, lucky just not on my side when it comes to these drops, but nonetheless, till I get one, I am going to be using my Kaizaar, and then goodbye, Kaizaar. But for now, that is what's going on when it comes to the weapons. We do got also some brand new armor coming in here in the next few weeks. And of course, I will give you guys more information on that stuff once that get into the game. And hopefully, we will see if the armor from the series of equipment going to become best in slot as well, or quote to it. But nonetheless, that is what is happening when it comes to Obsidian weapon, no matter what weapon types you are picking. And hopefully you have found the information helpful and make your life a little more easier to decide what you're going to do in New Genesis. So if so, make sure to do thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the wonderful bells below, and feel free to hit that wonderful join button to become a member as well, to of course get your name listed here with all the wonderful folks that is supporting for October here on YouTube, as well as patreon.com/Maconn, and subscribing over on twitch.tv/TroyMaconn, where I stream pretty much every single day. And of course, if you're interested in the spooky season of Halloween and you want to check out some wonderful horror games, of course, I am doing a big Halloween marathon right now over on Twitch. So you can come on over, check out all the spooky stuff. We got a lot of stuff happening for the Halloween marathon. So if you want some spookiness, come on over there. But for now, that's going to go ahead and do it for me. And I will see you all in the comments.